קיבל סטירה.
אוקיי, צהריים טובים לכם, אתם על 107-1-99-9 536. שלום. היי, גילה אדטו, how are you?
Hi, Nissan. I'm always thrilled to be here.
What's up with you? Everything okay?
Everything is great. What do you mean?
So let's talk about AI.
Let's talk about AI. All right, so last week, we covered a lot last week. We talked about how AI is shifting from an assistant to an operator. We talked about GPT 4.0 going into retirement, Moltbook, this AI social platform for AI agents, and Rent a Human, where AI can pay humans to do jobs for them, and Blue, and the Super Bowl ad by Claude, and just generally how AI is getting more connected and more operational. And this week we're going to bring it back to human execution powered by AI.
Great.
Yeah, because really I see it right now as the real leak and issue for people is not the intelligence anymore. We have the intelligence, but now so much it's becoming the delay. You know, we are so inundated now, and people are trying to do so much more in so much less time, and they're overwhelmed, and the delay is just getting longer and longer. And a good friend of mine always says delay kills deals, and he's right. And also it kills our own self-trust, right? When we take too long to get back to things and handle things in closed loops. So that's what we'll talk about today.
Okay, I'm waiting. Let's see.
You're waiting. Okay, good. So, I don't know what your thought is on this, Nissan, of course, but I really find that still so many people are either afraid of AI, they're not embracing it, or even if they are, they really are not even starting to understand the capacity. They're treating it like a glorified Google, and it's really so much more. So when we really start to understand communicating with AI, and now how it's becoming this opportunity to connect, different things that we're doing and execute for us, it's like AI is powerful because it answers questions, yes, but it really becomes transformational when it keeps us organized, executes quickly, handles those repetitive and data-heavy tasks that we are so much better for computers than humans, and it really can help us collapse the friction between our intention and our action and keep us organized. So I'm really excited to talk more about that today.
Great. So what's new in AI? From the last time we talked, something new happened in the industry?
There wasn't as much new big stuff like I brought to you last week. There's always new platforms and new tools and things like that. But really the thing that I've been leaning so much into since we last talked is Notebook LM, and how Google really is taking over as the AI provider because of how much data Google has. They're just providing so many incredible platforms and tools, but really the thing that I'm getting the most into is Notebook LM, because Notebook LM, it's a Google offering. It is free. If you have a Google Pro account or a Google Workspace, it's even better. But something that you may remember that I talked about with Notebook LM is with that tool, it's basically like endless notebooks, but what happens is you upload your information and your sources, and Notebook LM will not use any outside sources unless you specifically instruct it to. So there's no hallucinations, there's no making stuff up. It really stays on point with what you want to do. So to me, that's the biggest thing that I really think people should go and play around with and understand. And I'd love to talk more about how we can use that tool to really start to close those loops and help people see in their lives and in their businesses, how much can be done when we start using AI appropriately. Because I know I mentioned last week, and I know I shared with you, Nissan, that in addition to the general education and teachings I've been doing with Global AI, but I recently opened a new business called AI Experts for Business, and we're also specializing in med spas. So there's AI experts for med spas. But the thing that we're seeing, which is so incredible, is that so many businesses, and again, this can really be brought to individuals too, but they are wasting so much time getting back to people that they are losing a crazy amount of business. There's a well-known statistic that says that if a business does not get back to an inbound caller in 5 minutes, the probability of getting that business goes down by like 80%, which is insane. That's a huge number. So, and again, that also, goes in our personal relationships, right? When we take too long, how much is lost in that relationship capital and even our own self-trust. But really what I'm seeing with these businesses is just how powerful it is to help businesses start to integrate AI in ways that will help them with booking clients, getting back to clients, with creating amazing content that's really valuable for their clients without taking tons and tons of time from anybody, who's already working there, and actually freeing up the time while giving them, so much more business. And how many businesses also, this is really insane, how many businesses have lists of customers and clients that they are not reaching back out to, and we are finding that there is so much money in an ability to serve clients you've already paid to acquire. So there's so much possibility for increasing revenue and an individual basis on increasing, your own efficiency and expanding the amount of time you have in your life to be with the people you love, or just chill out, which would be nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really think that, things that people can consider, which we've talked about here before, but using AI to really help draft responses to things, to scan your, emails and see what's important, to turn your notes into tasks and sort things, summarizing, notes and threads, and converting your thoughts. You can just talk, right, and get a really nice summary and organized organization of what's floating around in your mind and making you crazy. And for, on a professional basis, you can turn meetings into action lists. You can draft follow-ups really quickly and just create SOPs, standard operating procedures, so easily now. It's really, really changing the game.
What changing the game more? I understand there's another company, forgot the name. Why? They do something amazing with AI. I don't remember. Never mind.
You have to narrow it down for me. There are so many.
Next time I will remember. I don't know. I have short memory later.
Okay, well, there are a lot of companies who are doing amazing things with AI for, again, businesses, for people. It's really powerful. But I really today, I didn't bring a whole bunch of tools because last week we threw so much at people. But I really have been, like I said, playing so deeply with Notebook LM and seeing how incredibly powerful it is. And Notebook LM is free. So I think everybody should go use it. Did you ever, I don't know if we talked about it in Nissan, did you ever use OneNote, the Microsoft?
Never.
Oh my gosh, well, I was, my OneNote crazy because I love digital notebooks, but Notebook LM will take it to a whole nother level. There's some other really cool features that I didn't talk about yet today. In Notebook LM, you can put lessons, and you can help your kids by creating quizzes and flashcards and like really gamifying their learning and your own learning. You can take YouTube videos and drop them in, and it will give you the transcript, and then create, games so that you can learn, and it will create a podcast that you can listen to that's shorter and really narrows down what was in the YouTube video. So there is just so much. Today, it's really, I'm going heavy, Notebook LM.
Notebook LM, it's called?
Yes, Notebook LM. It is a Google product and it's free. And so if you go into your Google account in the little, waffle where the, 9 little boxes at the top right, you will see one of the options. You'll see your calendar and whatever else. And Notebook LM is there. And just go play with it. Upload some documents. Upload something you've wanted to learn more about or work on or organize, and you'll be amazed at what you can do. It is really, really cool.
I will try definitely.
Okay, good. So that's like the juice of today. But again, I really want to encourage people also, especially business owners, to start thinking through how you can use AI, because as we've been working in the field with clients, and see, I'm going to give you an example from a med spa that we dealt with. So they had 3,000 past clients, and we had like one out of 6, I think, that hadn't returned in the year. So it was about 500 people. And when we started reaching out and gaining those 500 people, it was hundreds of thousands of dollars that were recapped from people they already had. So it's really, really powerful. So I would strongly encourage to really just start playing around with the tools and start thinking about...
You know how many tools I need to play? It's never ending.
Well, that's the thing, and I've said that before, right? Don't make yourself crazy trying to learn all the tools. Figure out what it is that you'd like to accomplish. Find a tool that's going to help you, and then really work with that tool. And then once you work with that tool, you'll probably find a dozen other ways that tool can help you. So it's so much better than trying to learn all the tools. And there's this saying, go deep, not wide. You're going to get so much more out of it when you really learn a few tools. I mean, although these days single tools are doing so much more as well, right? Like you have Nano Banana, which is a Google product again, and it's doing images amazingly.
Grok is the best, I think.
I know,
It's my
you love
opinion. It's
Grok.
the best. It's free and it's doing an amazing job.
I really do. I have been playing more with Grok because of your encouragement, but I have to tell you, these past couple of weeks, I've really been seeing how Google is just taking over in the AI space. So it's because they have all our data. I mean, we know this. And also because of that, they make a lot of things free because they have our data and they can keep us there. It's pretty incredible.
Free is good.
Free is good. Free is good, but also, remember that if it's free, you are the product, right? You are the product for them. But it's a win-win.
I don't care about them watching what I'm doing. I don't care. Just enjoy from that.
I'm with you. I think it's a win-win. It's great. So I guess until they, take over the world, it's great for us. So anyway, that's really what we have for today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good one.
That was a good one. That's it. If somebody want advice with you and you have a company, how we reach you?
Yes, please. So you can call me at 561-257-4551, 561-257-4551. I really encourage business owners, especially service businesses. We're doing incredible things now for businesses with AI experts for business and AI experts for med spas. So reach out. I will personally, connect you with the right person on my team to help you, and I'll help you initially identify how we can help you. And also, of course, Gila at Global AI still is a great email. So Gila at Global AI, which is spelled GLOWBALAI, because that is for...
If you're not using AI, you will stay, and you're not going to be succeed left.
You have to these days. You have to. You cannot. You cannot bury your head in the sand.
Even if you have a shawarma stand, you have to use AI. Do you understand how much serious it is?
It's true. It's true, and I really think it's starting to become irresponsible to not at least start to play around with it. You're going to wake up very soon and really be in shock by, how antiquated you've become if you are not at least playing around and understanding what's possible.
Kila Liadato, thank you very much for having you here in the studio. Hope you to see you next week. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you very much.
You will see me next week. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Nissan, and to all of our listeners. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we're back to the music.
תל אביב לפני חצות, הרוח לא רוצה לנשור, ועל החוט לא מרפה אותי חונקת, בבית קפה בין השכונות, עוד לא קיבלו את האור. על כיסא ישן לבדה יושבת,